So, hi, welcome. This is Kim Miller. I'm the executive director and the founder of FemArt Gallery, and we are a nonprofit that is supporting and promoting women artists. And we are so fortunate today to have Nick Dunkenstein join us because we are going to be interviewing her, and she is one of our upcoming artists that will be featured in our very first virtual show that will be seen globally, and it's called Where the Wild Women Go. And for our first discussion and for our first question, as I introduce Nick Dunkenstein, I would like to ask her to explain a little bit about her techniques in her art style.
Okay, well, I guess it depends on what kind of art I do because I do a mash of everything. I've dealt with a lot of animal bones and even human teeth and stuff, but that's not quite in this gallery, so we'll skip that one. But what I do have in it, I have some traditional photography, which of course is your classic traditional in a dark room, that kind of thing. If I recall, it's uh, a solarization. So there's a little bit of a light flicker for that one. And some other pieces, they're paintings with watercolor and pencil and also a lot of mixed media and collage. I like to add a bunch of different things into something. It's just something like I've always kind of like grabbed a lot of things and just like compiled it into things. I love just having things and finding things. It's very like kind of like piratey or crow kind of brain I got here, where I find something shiny or something really cool and I want to incorporate it in all kinds of things. So, and I use a lot of body references, so like classical photos or even like pictures of myself to do proper anatomy and things like that. So it's a mishmash of all kinds of different fun things.
That is really cool. That is awesome. I'd also like to delve into a little bit about your feelings about obstacles, things that have kind of stumped you in your creativity, and if you can explain a little bit about what you have found difficulty in, and then how you overcame them as an artist.
That's a really good question. That's actually a question I don't get asked a lot, which is it's very interesting. So I have actually quite a few obstacles, but the biggest one is honestly myself. Um, a confidence or my lack thereof. So there's a battle I have within myself and whether or not what I'm doing is any good. Or if, I have what it takes to actually make this thing happen. So I overthink a lot and I overexhaust myself, which in turn can cause me to lower my standards or even give up entirely, or have very large bouts of anxiety and stress, which ruin me for weeks, which I think is actually very common for people my age right now in this world. And so this lack of faith has caused me to not go for things that I probably should have gone for just throughout my entire life. Lucky for me, though, I have learned that that's what my problem is, and so I can work on it. It's a slow process, but it's progress. But quite literally, what I have to do is just do the thing and make it happen. So, and that's what I've had to do. So clearly, I'm here, I'm doing the thing. I never would have done this before. So, and I'm really excited about it.
Nick Dunkenstein, you're awesome. Very inspirational. And you do touch on an obstacle, not just for your age group, but that I think crosses over, not even just women, but all artists. We
Mhm.
have that obstacle of just finding it hard to believe in ourselves and not going for it. And the fact that you are now just going for it. And
Mhm.
you said it is a slow process, which makes it even more important to explain to everyone that success and self-expression doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot
Yeah.
of work. So very
Mhm.
cool. And can you tell me a little bit more about this discovery that you've had about how to overcome obstacles? And for this upcoming show, Where the Wild Women Go, can you tell me a little bit more about where do you think wild women go, and not just yourself, but women in general in the arts?
Okay. Well, number one, the like where what I've actually come to when it comes to actually overcoming the self-doubt and things like that, it's, like I said, literally just doing the thing is just what you have to do. You have to get up and force yourself. A lot of times in, like, you know, depressive slumps, I'll sit there and, just be like, I can't do this. I can't sit here and do this. I have to push boundaries. I have to continue going because otherwise I fall out and people forget, or even I might forget. So, because there's a lot of that, like, is this it? Is this it? Is this not it? Is this not it? Kind of thing. Um, so it's all about that. And honestly, because of that, it kind of creates this sort of beast. Honestly, it's not even wild. It's a beast woman in a sense that wants to actually just grab onto things and pull her closer in that sense, because she just gets so tired, so tired, and she's so ready to just grab onto everything. And honestly, I feel like, especially in the arts, we all battle this. Every artist, not even visual artists, there's actors, there's writers, there's everything. And they have that wildness in them, that beast that just wants to just grab everything and be a part of it, which I feel can also cause some people to get a little bit overexerted, overexcited, and kind of like mess up a few times. So we're all slave to that. But because of that, that anxiety, it's just a matter of just getting out there and using that wildness to just become something more and actually show society that is who you are, and it's going to stay. So
That
that's
that is beautifully said. And Nick Dunkenstein, you are wonderful and you are wild. And we are so excited and looking forward to seeing your artwork in our upcoming visual art show and our art exhibit that's going to be in June and July. And I can't wait to see your work global. It's going to be fabulous.
I can't
So,
wait to share it.
thank
So
you so much. And I'm just going to end this interview with a very simple question. When you are getting ready to get into a creative mood, which is your preference, wine or tea?
well, I'm going to admit I don't drink, so it's going to have to be tea.
Excellent, excellent. So I have a cup of tea and I'm going to say cheers to you. And
Cheers to you.
I am thankful to have you as part of the FemArt art exhibit coming up. Thank you so much for this great interview and letting everyone get to know you better.
Thank you. I'm super excited. So
Cheers.